Well, hello! I've had something in my head for quite a long time, and I thought, whilst I'm playing and developing the recipe for this, why not share and make it with you? These are going to be individual shampoo cubes. These are going to be little small individual use cubes. We've got some really nice simple things here. Our primary foaming agent is going to be SCI, a lower pH than some of the foaming agents. It's going to be perfect for us. So what we're going to do as well is to use a starch, and we're using arrowroot powder. And then I've got some coconut milk powder, some panthenol and some pink clay. I've got one other ingredient here in the centre, crystal OPC, which is often known as foaming bath butter. And it's never normally used in hair care products, but there's no reason for it to not be used at all. It's a beautiful ingredient. It's actually made from SCI with another secondary surfactant to boost the foam. Now this has the perfect pH range of between 5.5 and 7. And that's going to make it perfect for a hair care product. So I'm going to just quickly pop this in the microwave and liquefy it just on a low heat. I don't want to overheat this at all. I'm going to start by using my mask. Because I'm using a powdered surfactant, always use a decent mask. Next, I'm going to put the powdered surfactant into a mixing vessel. Add in my milk powder and my clay. And I'm going to add the panthenol as well. And then I'm going to just give that a quick mix. And then I'm going to add in the liquefied crystal OPC, our foaming bath butter. Start working that in. And then we'll start adding the powder into it. But if we try and add all of the powder at the beginning, it's going to be almost impossible to properly mix it. So I like to do it in stages. And then really start working that mixture up against the side. Now, this is working really nicely. I can see it's creating the dough, and this is the kind of consistency I want it to be. But it's going to be too tight for me to get all of this in. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to melt some more. Let's add the extra OPC in. All right. Let's add a little bit of the powder at a time. This is our arrowroot powder. And arrowroot is lovely on the hair. Leaves it feeling soft and silky. I still have to add my essential oil in as well. Could you pour that in for me, please, Sean? Thank you. Let's transfer it into a bowl. Make it a bit easier to work. Now the temptation at this point is to just add more of the mix, or more of the liquids, but that's not often the best way forward. You just need to keep working it, keep kneading it and squidging it together, and it will start to bond together. The other thing we can do is we can pop this into the microwave just to get a little bit of heat in it, and that will soften it some as well. So this has just had 10 seconds in the microwave, and look how much difference that's made to the mix. It's just allowed us to really start bringing this mix together and softening it up. It's like a dream come true. We are good. Now the difficulty is going to be getting this into the mould, and it might not be as easy as I thought. I was hoping for something a little bit softer, but let's go for it. So I'm going to start out just by pushing it into the corners of the mould. The corners are always the bit that end up with no mixture. I don't mind if these are a little bit rustic, and the quality of the product is going to be beautiful for the hair. I'm sure that you could play around. Do we take this out of the mould now and cut it? So this may be a little bit risky. I'm not sure how this is going to work, because if we leave this to set too long, then it could crumble and we won't be able to cut it. You can see we can already take it completely out of the mould. It's literally been a minute. Let's divide it up. Probably need a bigger knife, but it hasn't crumbled, which is what I was worried about. This is ideal. I'm going to take the ends off to neaten it up a little bit actually. Those can obviously also be used. I actually think these are too big. I think we could make them smaller than this.
I was going to say you can make 8 out of this.
This is actually really easy to cut. And there we have our shampoo cubes. And it's a complete new take on shampoo bars for you. Let's have a look at the lather on this. Let's try just a little bit of this. I think these cubes are way, way, way too big, and we'll probably cut them down again in a minute. I'm just going to take one piece. Let's try working it. So the first thing is to just break it down into smaller pieces in your hand, crumble it, and then just start working it into a nice sudsy lather. Oh my goodness, look at the lather already. And a little bit more water. We've got plenty still here, not even dissolved. So I've got plenty of lather for hair washing. Look at that. And once that's on hair and it's got something to work against, that's really going to lather up beautifully. No problems at all with the level of lather. Absolutely wonderful. So I'm definitely going to reduce down the size of these. So I think each one of these is going to need to reduce in size quite considerably because they really are just so powerful. What do you think, Sean? Put that down even more to 8.
I think that's going to be about correct. Perfect.
To little tiny cubes.
Yes.
Little cubelets. Definitely crumbles a little bit more as it cools down. I think these are great. I'm going to pop these into a little tub or a tin, and these are going to be fantastic for using in the shower. I really hope that you enjoy these, and do let me know if you give this recipe a go. But I'd love to hear how you take this forward, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks so much for spending time with me today. Bye-bye for now.